Hey guys, it is Transformation Tuesday. I do apologize for the little bit of a delay. We are working on trying to get a new system because we are running into technical difficulties lately. So I do apologize, but we are live now. So make sure you get on and you are inviting and you are sharing, because I'm super, super excited to bring this testimony tonight, because I remember when she was at her unhealthy moment. I remember when she was just unhealthy, guys, extremely unhealthy. So I'm super excited because I've been able to see her completely transform to high energy, being healthier. Before she was in pain all the time, and just overweight, not feeling good. And now she looks absolutely amazing. I know if you're on my Facebook, you've seen her before and after that I posted earlier. So guys, listen, as you're chiming in, let us know where you are watching from. Also, make sure you are inviting, and sharing. These testimonies need to get out there, because these are what is going to change other people's life, okay? And one yes can change thousands of people's lives. So make sure you are inviting and sharing. Let me scroll down to the comments here and see who we have on here tonight. All right, Patricia, we got Lauren Dixon. Let me see. Shelly from Oak Grove, Missouri. We got Shannon Adams. All right. Stephen Razor, Carla Mass. All right. Awesome, guys. All right. I see everybody is commenting how excited they are for tonight. I don't know about y'all, but I get super pumped on Tuesdays because I just love hearing these transformations that people are having, these complete and total life changes, guys. Listen. All right. Julie from Cincinnati, Ohio. We got Angela Roberts from Texas. We have Quanda Carter, ATL in the house. I will see you in less than 2 weeks in Atlanta. So for those that are near or can get to Atlanta, I definitely recommend you getting there for the January 27th TLC event we have going on, okay? You will be able to meet people that you've seen on Facebook and seen their testimony. So it's absolutely, definitely places you want to get. We got Ann Hiley from Florida, because I know Miss Ann. And then we got Lauren Dixon, Nova Scotia, Canada. I'm trying to keep up, guys. Hey, Katia. All right, Patricia from Columbus, Ohio. Thank you guys for all joining. Make sure you are inviting and you are sharing as well, too. Stephen Razor from Florida. As you all know, we ran into technical difficulties with him last week, but no worries, because we will be bringing him back with technology that wants to work for us. Okay, guys. So look, I'm super, super pumped and excited. I see we got Houston in the house, Atlanta. We got Turks, Dean, all the way from Turks and Caicos, making the islands healthy as well, too, guys. Yes, we are an international company. Okay, so we are able to touch life all over the place, okay? And with the power of social media, we can reach out to all these people as well, too. So guys, listen, since we got started a little bit late, make sure you continue to invite people and that you are sharing this on your page in groups, wherever, okay? Wherever, because it will be streaming afterwards. But guys, listen, I like to go over some of the products that they took, okay? And as y'all know, you'll start seeing some of the same products over and over again, okay? Well, what Michelle started off with was our solution kit, and I know she added some other products in as well too. I do like to try to keep it to a 3 to 4 products minimum to go over, because the main purpose of these calls is to get that testimony out there, okay? So listen, guys, as I always tell you guys, you will always see this beautiful and amazing, powerful tea right here, okay? This is our IASO Detox Tea. And what this tea is going to do is it's going to give you a full body detox, okay? And why I say full body detox is it's not just going to be a colon cleanse. A lot of people think that detox teas are just colon cleanses, and there are some out there, but our tea is not like that, okay? It's a full body detox. So it's actually going to cleanse all your vital organs. It's going to cleanse the sugar out of your blood. It's going to cleanse all the intestinal sludge that we build up in our body. Okay. And like I've mentioned before, guys, no matter how healthy you eat, remember, you are still taking in toxins, whether you are breathing them in, whether you are putting them lotion on your skin, whether you are shampooing and conditioning your hair, the cleaning supplies, guys, listen, there are toxins everywhere. Okay. That's why it's extremely important to detox. You know, a lot of times we'll feel tired and sluggish and just don't have that energy to be able to get through the day. And that's because you definitely need to detox. And listen, 8 out of 10 health conditions start in the gut. So it's very important to take care of your gut. You know, you're not going to put dirt in the engine of your car, because if you do, the parts aren't going to work together and work properly. Okay. Well, the same thing goes with your body. That's why we have to rid all the junk and the toxins and the sludge buildup. Okay. So if you guys have not tried this tea, I definitely recommend it. My son started drinking the tea at 11 years old. It has no caffeine. It's straight 9 herbs. Okay. He started drinking the tea. He was able to lose 48 pounds just drinking the tea over about a 6-month period. Okay. He gained his confidence back, which was a big thing, especially with kids nowadays. Okay. So the tea is definitely safe. Again, it's a very mild tea. For those that don't like tea, let's call them lifestyle bags, because it definitely doesn't taste like tea. Okay. It's that mild. You'll probably think you're drinking water and that you messed up brewing it, but it's very mild. And I always recommend sweetening it. If you're wanting to sweeten it, to add stevia instead of sugar, okay? Because obviously sugar is what we want to get rid of. All right, guys. So listen, another product she took as well too was our NutriBurst vitamin. Okay, our NutriBurst vitamin is absolutely phenomenal. And if you're breathing, so if you're on here watching this, you're breathing, right? You need your NutriBurst vitamin, okay? It is going to give you a 98% cellular absorption rate, okay? And since it's actually liquid form, it goes directly into your bloodstream where you absorb nutrients better and faster. Okay, listen, a lot of times we take all these tablet form vitamins, right? Well, you're really only absorbing 20% of them. Okay. So when you take NutriBurst, you actually get a 98% cellular absorption rate. I always tell people, you know, when you're on these tablet form vitamins, have you ever noticed when you go to the restroom, it looks like Mountain Dew green, right? Because you're actually flushing the vitamins out. They're not absorbing in your body. So you're literally flushing your money down the toilet, guys. The NutriBurst is going to 1 tablespoon is equivalent to 10 salads. It's loaded with vitamins, whole food greens. Okay. It's absolutely phenomenal, guys. I can't talk enough about NutriBurst. I know I had one of my reps message me earlier talking about the Vegas trip we got coming up and like, oh my gosh, how do I pack my NutriBurst? Because we don't leave the house without it. It's that amazing. All right. And then, of course, as we all know, another part of the solution kit, or if you don't know, is our resolution drops. We all have so many different names for this. In a bottle, or like I like to say, it's like Jillian Michaels. Goodness, guys, we'll get through this broadcast. I don't know if I went off, but it looked like it on my screen, so I apologize. I'm definitely looking for a new system that hopefully won't boot me off. But you know, Facebook just don't want us to be great today, but we're going to push through and get it done. So guys, listen, resolution drops are absolutely amazing. They're actually going to boost your metabolism. They're going to help control your cravings, and they're also going to help suppress your appetite. Okay. You follow a 1,200 calorie lifestyle change. It's easy peasy, guys. I was able to lose 42 pounds in 45 days using our resolution drops. So any of you that are looking to lose weight, I definitely recommend these. You know, I know it's a struggle. Sometimes we'll eat very healthy, we'll exercise, and we can't seem to drop the weight no matter what. And then it gets very frustrating, and we want to give up because we did all this work and we lost 1 pound in a week, or we lost half a pound, or maybe you didn't even lose a pound. Okay. As we age too, our metabolism goes from 100 to 0 real quick. Okay. And no matter what we do, it just cannot seem to be boosted in fat burning mode. Okay. So if anyone is looking to lose weight, I highly recommend the resolution drops. We have clients that drop 100 pounds in 5 months. Average weight loss is anywhere from 20 to 30 pounds a month using the solution kit with the tea and the NutriBurst and the drops. So guys, listen, technology is on my side at this time. So I am going to bring up no other than my girl, Michelle Webb, who is also an executive director in Total Life Changes. But guys, listen, she has an absolutely amazing total life change. Michelle, can you hear me?
You are coming in loud and clear, Keely. Can you hear me? You're coming in loud and clear, Keely. Can you hear me? I am assuming that Keely can hear me. Please, someone let her know that you can hear her. As she said earlier, we are having technical difficulties. I'm going to make sure that she can hear me before we get this ball going.
All right. Am I back?
All right. Can you hear me, Keely?
Yes. Can you hear me?
Awesome and amazing. I can hear you.
Girl, all right. Technology, right when I said it was on my side, it decided to throw me off again. But we will get this testimony out there. I don't care. We will get through this like we did last week. Hopefully this week will be a lot easier. And hopefully we'll find a system that wants to work, because we will not stop getting these transformations out, girl. Look, I mean, look at you. Look at that. Look at that before and after. How amazing is that? I mean, you look absolutely stunning. I mean, and you know, it's so crazy to me, because I remember, and what was that, January 2016, we were getting ready to go to New Orleans, and you couldn't do it. You were, and I say this because I love you, but you were a mess.
Yes, I was a hot mess. Keely and I were going to share rooms in New Orleans. We were going to go to New Orleans, and at the last minute, I had to change my mind, transfer my ticket. I couldn't wear my dress. I couldn't do anything because I ended up with a blood clot in my knee, and the doctor said that I could not fly. A lot of people have no idea how long Keely and I have been friends. Hey, Kevin, I wanted to say hey to everyone because I see people shouting out my name. So I want to say hello to everyone. And before we go any further, I like to give it up to Keely for inviting me, for being on this platform. It's such an honor, and it is such a privilege to be able to share with you guys my story and my testimony. As you've heard her say, we don't claim to cure or mitigate any diseases, but you guys, you know, a couple years ago, Stu Large, who is a very good friend of each and every one of ours, he told me something that literally changed my life. He said, you know, your story is so powerful, and if you don't share it with the world, you will never help anyone. I remember standing in my kitchen crying, and I said, I get so tired of trying to explain myself, and people look at me and they think that I'm so healthy, and they see me smile, and they have no idea how many times I've cried and how many long nights I suffer in pain, and they just don't see it. They don't realize it's really just the God in me, and the God that led me to TLC that changed my life. They have no idea. So when Keely and I talk about what stopped me from going to New Orleans a couple short years ago, when we were having our event, a huge event at that I really didn't want to miss. But I have something called lupus anticoagulant syndrome. Now, you know, we always say what you want to do is get out a pencil and paper and take some copious notes, because there isn't enough time in a day for us to explain all these different things. And you know, I used to think that I was really going crazy, because every time I looked up, I had something else was wrong with me. But I have a blood disorder that is under the lupus umbrella, and I'm sure each and every one of you know someone who is affected by lupus. I don't have lupus, but I have a condition that all the symptoms that a person with lupus feel and they go through, I go through a lot of those things. So my hair was falling out. I suffered from suffer from insomnia. And I remember I was so grateful that we had Facebook, because I found myself up all night long getting on Facebook saying, who's up? You know, have any of you ever been online and you can't sleep and you say, who's up? Who's up? Just for somebody to say me. It didn't even matter if you knew the person or not. You just wanted to be like, am I the only person up at night? Well, that used to be me. And I suffered like that for 5 long years. I used to have long hair. I cut it off because I was so depressed because my hair was falling out. And a lot of people say, oh, I'm so depressed. And we seem to tell people, don't claim that, right? Well, I was diagnosed. Hey, Coach Lakeisha, I was diagnosed with major depression, panic anxiety disorder, and mood disorder. You know, I have to tell you guys this so that you can understand how powerful these products are. I had acne, back knee, and butt knee. That means I had acne in 3 different places. And I was going to the dermatologist and nothing they gave me would work. I ordered Proactive, and I'm talking about the bonus add-on, give me more bonus package set. Nothing helped me. And I don't mean to say that their things don't work. It just wasn't helping what I had going on. Okay. I had what I used to call rocks in my socks. That's how the doctors and I conversed about it, which means I couldn't go to the bathroom. Okay. And then there were days I was on a complete mudslide, which means that I went to the bathroom way too much. And it went on back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And I really thought that I was crazy, you guys. I really did. The lupus anticoagulant syndrome caused me to have blood clots in both of my lungs. So on 7/20/2010, I literally almost died. When I got to the hospital, they tried to figure out how I got there, because they said there's no way in the world I should have made it to the hospital. And actually, I tried to lay down. You know how when you get sick, when you bump your toe, you bump your head, your arm hurt, your butt hurt, your stomach hurt, your head hurt. What's the first thing you do? You lay down. Well, I tried that and it didn't work because the pain was so great. And they said, if she had laid down, she wouldn't have never gotten up. So I was in the hospital for about 7 days, and that was one of about 4 different hospital stays. So all in all, I ended up having fibromyalgia. Go ahead and Google it. Neuropathy, polyarthralgia, Tietz syndrome, which is also sometimes they call it costochondritis, but mine has had elevated to Tietz syndrome. It seemed like no matter what, I could not catch a break. The following 9 months, I thought I was going to be better. That didn't work. I ended up getting a blood transfusion. Ended up with a blood transfusion, and then ended up getting a hysterectomy because I had something called adenomyosis, and it was really bad. Yes, all the nurses that we have in TLC, you guys know how bad that can be. I couldn't even take my kids to school. So for 5 years, you guys, I stayed in the bed. I had never slept on my couch until I got sick because I couldn't walk from this desk right here to this bathroom, which I know it takes about 14 steps to get to. I couldn't go up and down the stairs. I had to ride around in those little carts, in the grocery store. And it feels really, I almost get emotional now when I think, because sometimes it happens every now and then when I have a flare up of the dirty looks, being scrutinized by even older people. When I have to ride around in a little buggy and people look at me and they wonder why I'm in this buggy, or if I pull up in a handicapped parking space because I can't walk from a regular parking spot to the door of the grocery store, and the dirty looks and people saying, oh, ain't nothing wrong with her. These young people, they this and they that, it's very, I don't even have the word for it, but I really have to realize that even as an adult, people can be so mean, but they had no idea that I was on 85 milligrams of Coumadin blood thinners for 5 years. I couldn't eat greens, couldn't drink V8s, nothing. I mean, my hair used to fall out in balls, and I used to get scalp injections just to keep my hair on my head. Now, previous to that, you guys, I want you to close your eyes and think about how your life would change if you're used to going to church every Sunday, dancing on the dance ministry, being a part of the new members coordinating ministry, where every time people join the church on Sunday, you're the one who gets them acclimated to all the different things that's going on in your church, and you're part of the altar ministry, and you're active in your church, and then all of that changes. I have a 25-year-old, a daughter that's turning 28 in 2 months. I have 16-year-old twins, and I couldn't even sweep the floor. I couldn't wash clothes. I have not, well, no, I've walked through a mall twice since 2010. I've walked through the mall, no, maybe 3 times since 2010. I bought my first pair of heels in 2015. And I hadn't bought heels since before 2010. And I literally cried in the store because I spent 5 years wearing Uggs and flip-flops, and nobody knew. They put me on Lyrica. And even if you look on the commercials, the commercial says, before taking this medication, check with your physician. But there's a chance that you may get swelling. You may go a little crazy. You'll probably gain some weight. Everything that the commercial said may happen to you happened to me, because within 2 short weeks of taking it, I gained 17 pounds. And that was my breaking point. A lot of times when you start gaining weight, you don't even realize that you've gained weight. But that 17 pounds was my breaking point, because I woke up and I was in so much pain, which I was kind of used to because that had became my new normal, legs and arms moving without me, wanting them to move. I'd be sitting on the couch and I'm telling people to be still, but nobody's moving on the couch. Yeah, that was me. Legs and arms jerking, restless leg syndrome. That was me. And I see someone else said that Lyrica made them gain weight and they took her off of it. Well, I woke up one night and my arm was already up in the air. It was already up in the air because I was in so much pain. My hand looked like a boiled pig foot. And I don't know about you guys, but I've had relatives that came from Mississippi and they used to boil pig feet. And that's the only thing I could think of, was that my hand looked like a boiled pig foot. It was that big. My feet would swell up. Now, if you guys can, you write down Lasix, Lasix. Doctors do not give out Lasix unless someone is usually retaining that much water or they are obese. I was on Lasix for 5 years. I'm just going to tell you guys right now, I haven't been on Lasix for the last 2 years. I have not experienced any swelling in my feet, my legs, my hands, regularly. I haven't. I started drinking some tea. A friend of mine in Detroit, because that's where I'm from, she said, girl, I had these drops. She said, I'm going to send them to you. She said, but listen, they work. So I want you to send me my drops back after you use them. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're friends, right? Why do I have to send them back to you if they work for me? She said, because you're going to order your own. And I said, okay, but let me tell you the power of belief. I looked at these little drops when they came in the mail and I said, oh, these little leaves look so familiar. And I looked online and I said, wait a minute, that tea, I've been seeing that. That tea, right? I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. I really lost it. I said, oh, I'm getting ready to get this tea. I'm getting ready to get in this. I want my tea right now. I ordered the tea. The tea came, and I said, I'm going to take these drops too. The first night I drank the tea, I was laying on my couch and I slept all night long. Now, let me back up for a minute. I was also taking something called trazodone. I had tried 2 or 3 other medications to make you go to sleep, but they would make me go to sleep, but I would wake up 3 hours later. And then I would stay up all night long. And then I would have to fake like I was asleep when my kids woke up in the morning so that they wouldn't worry about me all day long in school. Because, see, my kids had developed a pattern where if they heard me fall out the tub, they would come running in there. If they heard me fall down the steps, they would come running after me. Every type of bump would make these babies jump up and come running towards me. Well, for the last 2 years, I have not fallen out of the tub. For the last 2 years, I have not fallen on the floor. This is for the last 2 years, but it took for my kids to remind me, Mommy, you haven't fallen out the tub. Mommy, you haven't fallen lately. It took for my kids to remind me of all these little things that have changed. And they said, Mommy, when's the last time you missed your exit off the freeway? Little things like that had became my normal changed. Now, I can't say it would change for everybody, but I can tell you all these different little milestones that I used to suffer with, cluster migraines. I can now tell you how often I have them, where I used to couldn't tell you. You know, I drank the tea, and the way I can remember how much weight I lost is because every Thursday night, my kids and I eat pizza. We eat pizza, and I would eat about 6 slices. Well, I started drinking the tea because I'm sleeping good, right? And I got on the scale, and I had to sit on the bed and try to remember how much did I weigh before I drank the tea. I got confused, but I thought it was just regular brain fog. People who have fibromyalgia and neuropathy suffer from something called brain fog. Brain fog works like this. Your brain don't work. We have something called dry brain, and it's really true. It's called dry brain. We don't produce like, I hate to say common sense, but early in the morning, our brains don't work. Throughout the day, our brains don't work. When we read, it's really like we have dyslexia. It's hard for us to articulate our thoughts. It's hard for us to process information. I used to have my mother come over just to read different things, papers that came in the mail. If my bills come in the mail, if I didn't keep my eye on them, I would forget to pay them. That's how people suffer from chronic illnesses and silent illnesses. People don't realize how bad we suffer. This NRG and this tea and this NutriBurst turned my entire life around. When I say it turned my life around, it made a difference in me physically to the point where I lost. And when I started taking these drops, I mean, I think it catapulted me. I think it like pushed me, like it said poof, like push, like wait, be gone, wait, be gone, wait, be gone. I really think that the drops started doing magic in my body. Like the tea said, okay, I'm going to make you feel better. My pain level went from me. This is how it's hard. I know I'm all over the place, but it's really hard for me to stay on track because what I experienced is phenomenal. Nothing short of phenomenal. That's why I'm the way I am when it comes to these products, because of what I have experienced. And I'm not the only one. When I tell you that this tea made my pain level, and I'm talking about myself, where I used to feel like I was carrying my house on my entire back with an elephant sitting on top of the house, while he was carrying a ton of blocks on one hand and 3 rhinos on the other. That's how I used to feel every single day. But now I feel like I'm just carrying a bag of bricks. I can do the bricks. I'm good with the bricks. And every now and then, an elephant may be thrown my way, but I don't carry the elephant very long as I continue to drink the tea. You catch that? Okay. I'm good because the flare-ups don't last as long at all. If stuff start coming down on me, tiredness and everything, I know I can go and drink an extra cap of Nutriverse and I get a bounce back. I get a little more energy. And I'm going to tell you something. I really feel like these products are boxers inside of my body. And when these ailments and these diseases start trying to grab onto me, these products start boxing on my behalf. Like, you're not going to get her. We got her. We got her. We got her. We got her. And I'm going to tell you something. Anytime I've exercised, if you go down my timeline, those are the times that I've exercised. I never exercised or changed my diet for the entire 2 years and few months of me using the products. I just start adding the 30 minutes to my regimen a few months ago, hula hooping and things that, and going to physical therapy, because the products gave me the endurance to even get to that point. It gave me the cardiovascular health to even get to that point. It gave me the circulation in my body to even get to that point. It eased up that edema, that swelling. It's hard to walk around when your feet are swollen and your legs are swollen and your hands are swollen. But when that tea is getting that gook out your body, boy, that's a good feeling. I'm telling y'all something. When you have a clear mind and you can think and now you can absorb knowledge and have a regular conversation with people and retain information, right here, this NRG, long as I can take a shot of Nutriverse and take an NRG, I can stay awake pretty much all day long. Without it, I'm going to stay in the bed and I'm going to sleep on that couch the entire day. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. I have to have it. And I'm going to tell you something. My doctor said, don't change a thing. That's how I know I have great doctors, because they have every single thing I take with Total Life Changes. In total, I've lost 28 pounds. I went from 189 to 160. And the proof is in the documentation, because my nurse said it on a live one day. I went from a 14 stretch to a 7-8. I did that in less than 30 days. It's no tricks to it. It's no hype to it. It's no nothing. It was just the bottom line was I didn't want to feel sick. I didn't want to feel fat. I didn't want to feel swollen. I got tired of feeling like that. And once I found out there was something that could possibly work, I tried it. When it worked, I used it. When I used it, that's when the change happened. Why would I ever turn back? Why would I ever turn back? I don't ever want to feel the way I felt. I don't want to go back to 189 pounds. You know how much of my life, of my kids' life, I missed out on? Now I'm cooking for my kids. They don't have time. They don't want me to, but I'm cooking for them. I'm driving to Atlanta in my car. Yeah, I had to stop 4 times to get there this weekend because of the weather. It came down on me, but I made it. I couldn't have never done that before 2 years ago. There's no way in the world I couldn't have done it. I'm back to cutting my own hair and curling my hair. I couldn't have ever done that. When I tell you, all you have to do is want something different. Then you have to do something different. You have to do it. The The only time people don't make a change is if they really don't want it. They have to really not want it. But my kids are drinking tea. My kids are taking these products every single day. And if you got 16-year-olds who say, that's my bottle of NutriBurst. Oh no, you're drinking the red NutriBurst. I mean, come on now. I mean, for real. My kids told me, Mommy, we don't ever want you to stop using TLC products. That's big for me. That's big for me. My kids don't care what nobody think about TLC or the products. They could care less. So I'm not going anywhere, and I'm not going to stop drinking my tea. I'm not going to stop taking my NRG. I'm definitely not going to stop taking my NutriBurst. There's no way in the world. And these resolution drops, keep them on deck, because this is liquid bypass in the bottle. I mean, forget the doctors. This is doctor bypass, gastric bypass in a bottle right here. If anybody says it doesn't work, it's not the products, it's them. It's not the products, it's them. So I don't know who out there wants a change, but you have to be ready for a change. You got to be ready for a change, because this is it, a total life change, y'all, and that's for real. So I'm going to turn this back over to Keely and let her take us on further.
All right, girl. Can you hear me?
I guess my Keely is still here.
Can you hear me?
Coming in loud and clear, darling.
Oh, you can hear me now?
I got you loud and clear.
Okay, girl, I've been running into technical difficulties back here, so I hope I can close this out tonight. I know you have definitely wowed and inspired so many people by looking at the comments. You know, one lady even mentioned that she suffers with the same ailments on the same kind of medication. I mean, that's why we do these stories. That's why we get these testimonies out there, because you never know who is going to be able to connect with your testimony. They're feeling the same way. Maybe they've lost hope. You can restore that hope into them by sharing your testimony. And that's it. You know, I thank you so much for getting on here and sharing your story. I mean, it was absolutely amazing. And I'm just over here cheering you on for your continued journey of health. You look phenomenal, and you are absolutely hilarious too. So for those that don't know, Miss Michelle Webb, she will have you cracking up. As you can see, she said acne, back knee, and butt knee, I think. Oh my gosh, we were laughing it up in my chat. You are so funny. But I mean, seriously, like, you had a complete and total life change. And girl, I just want you to keep on sharing your story out there and, you know, changing the lives of other people, because I know tonight there's going to be lots of people that say yes and start their total life change, all because you shared your story. And I know a lot of people get nervous and don't want to share their story, but I promise you, I don't bite. So guys, listen, if you have a TLC transformation testimony, get it into me, okay? You can reach me through the transformation website where all these videos are. So if you've missed a past one, go back and watch the replay, okay? You can continue to share this live as well, too, and get Michelle's testimony out there, because she can inspire someone else to say yes to you and yes to themselves and start their total life change, okay? I'm on an extreme, huge mission for 2018 to just change so many lives out there for health, for, you know, I mean, health is my big thing, guys. Here's, I always tell everyone, once you focus on your health, guess what? The weight loss will come, okay? But feeling better is the best part of your journey. And then you start seeing the clothes shrink, okay? Like, would you went from a 14 to a size 7, 8. How awesome and amazing is that, guys? And as you can see from her before and after picture. So guys, listen, if you have a story, please go on and contact me. You can go to our website at www.tlctransformationcall.com. If someone could type that in as well too, so it's a clickable link, it's www.tlctransformationcall.com. Guys, listen, we have many, many more testimonies coming to you January, February, all through 2018. So I'm super excited. Guys, listen, we will be back next Tuesday at 9 p.m. Eastern, same time, same place, different story. All right, guys, have a blessed evening. Bye-bye.